Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, interesting development that has occurred with Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Schofield. We know that Shakur is looking for an opponent early next year. It seems like he's interested in fighting Kambosos, but Floyd Schofield has thrown his hat in there. It seems like they're very serious about making a fight with Shakur Stevenson. His pops is the one I believe kind of initiated this last night. And they've reached out to Eric Gomez for them to make the fight. And the winner can fight William Zepeda later on. I'll go ahead and let you read those tweets. But apparently they see something in Shakur Stevenson that they feel like they can capitalize on, feel like they can take advantage of, and feel like Floyd would be successful in a fight against Shakur Stevenson. Personally, at this moment, I really don't see it, Jay. Just based off of the skill set and the styles. I just feel like he'd be a really tailor-made. Yeah, tailor-made for Shakur Stevenson and his fight style. I think Shakur just stay back and just kind of throw from range and just kind of pot shot him to death. But I do like the fact that, they're willing to step up and make that fight happen. It's interesting. Shakur Stevenson made a comment of didn't he say something to the effect of, I can't recall right now. I don't want to mistake. I don't want to make a misstatement here because there's a number of things he's posted on Twitter. So it might have been in reference to someone else. But let me say this. If Shakur wants to make this fight happen, why even this whole Eric Gomez stuff and all this stuff? He's the A-side, right? According to all the detractors of a certain fan or a certain fighter, all you got to do is send a contract. It's just that simple. You just send a contract. Just send over the contract. He the A-side. Just send over the contract.
Tell Eddie, send the contracts over.
Yeah, just send the contracts over. Now I'm being funny here because at the end of the day, that's not the way it works. You don't just send a contract over. But it's so ridiculous that comment, because I know that comment won't come up in regards to Schofield with Shakur Stevenson if he really wants to fight. Because in most situations, Shakur is going to be the A-side, so he should be sending the contract according to some folks. So it is what it is.
Yep.
But it's interesting. Again, I would like to see the fight. Of course, I like to see all fights, specifically with guys that are willing to get in the ring. So, is it a fight that is going to really show what Shakur is at 135 pounds? To me, no. We know Antonio Tarver said that this would be kind of a litmus test for Shakur Stevenson in terms of what he might look like in a fight with Gervonta Davis. I think not. Mm-hmm. But I get where he was trying to go with that, and Shakur reacted in a negative way, of course, because that's what he does. But it'll be interesting if it ends up coming to fruition. I don't know why Golden Boy Promotions will make it happen, but clearly the Schofields want it, and I think they provided some proof that they've already reached out and tried to make that fight happen through their promoter. Is that a fair statement, Jay?
Yeah. Floyd Schofield and them, they did reach out to Eric Gomez. They also tweeted out to Oscar, "Hey, let this fight happen. This fight we want. Please let it happen." It started off with Floyd Senior, as Shakur calls him Auntie Sco. Said Auntie Sco said, "Shakur, you said if Zepeda ducks you, we are next. I sent Eric Gomez an email asking him to let us fill in the winner fight Zepeda." Shakur's like, "Come on down." Pretty much February 22nd. Is Oscar gonna let you fight me, or he gonna bluff me like he did with your stablemate? Oscar, reach out to Turkey. Let's get this going. Why would Oscar reach out to Turkey?
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. You're asking Oscar to reach out to Turkey for what? You are the A-side, aren't you? Shouldn't you be reaching out to them?
Yeah, and Eddie, I think it might be going. I don't understand that one. You're the A-side. Tell Eddie, send him the contract. As some of our subscribers, our members tell us, that's all that needs to be done. That's how it works. Mm-hmm. So just tell Eddie to send the contract over to Floyd Schofield so they can sign it and get it out the way. And somebody, I guess, knows everything because they're at every offering table. They know when someone sent someone didn't send something. According to these people, we know that be on our live stream every Sunday at 4 p.m. But I take the fight. I have no problem with this one compared to Joe Cordina coming off a loss, Kambosos coming off a loss. This kid, he's number 2, I believe, in some of the sanctioned bodies. And he's been calling him out for a little while. A while back, probably like November 4th, to your point about the Antonio Tarver talking about it could have been a litmus test. He said pretty much called Schofield a pup. He's not in the elites. So Shakur put himself in the elites and said he's not there. So I mean, I'll take this fight in a heartbeat, man. It's going to be two young guns going at it. I don't think Schofield has the experience or the skill set to beat Shakur. I really don't. He has some power, yes, but it's going to take more than power. You're going to have the skill set and the boxing IQ to get Shakur out of there and beat him. So I mean, but I'll take this any day over Kambosos or Joe Cordina, any day.
I think that's a fair statement because Joe Cordina is not it. Kambosos is not it. I think this will be a more reasonable fight in terms of fight fans, and I think it would be somewhat of a fight-friendly fight if Shakur, to some extent, holds his ground, stays in the pocket, and throws some shots, and I think it could be an interesting fight. But if it's a fight where all Schofield is doing is just running around the ring, trying to chase Shakur down, man, I don't want to see that, man, because people used to try to complain about Floyd Mayweather in his style, but Floyd oftentimes stayed right there in the pocket and threw. And through. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot. I mean, it was evident in a lot of his fights. With God, I'm losing the brother's name right now. I was just watching this fight the other day. Yeah, he did it with Canelo. He did it with Castillo. He did it with the dark skinned dude, man, that spars with him sometime. No, not Berto. I can't think of his name right now. For what left hand guy. I'm losing his name. But anyway.
Chop.
Yeah, Chop. Yeah, Chop. But yeah, so those are things that, Floyd always did. Shakur is on his bike a lot. Now sometimes he does stand. He does stand, but usually that's when he's like the bigger guy. Like we've seen Floyd stand his ground when he's not the bigger guy, and he's not the stronger guy. So, I'm interested in seeing what the fight might look like if Shakur fights the correct fight. But if it's going to be a fight where he's just on his bike trying to move around, and I don't want to see that.
It won't be an interesting fight because I don't know if Schofield knows enough how to cut the ring off and set traps. I don't think he's ready for that. I don't think he's capable of doing that. He might prove me wrong if they fight. You never know. But it's also interesting the fact that Shakur was beefing with Kambosos, who signed to Eddie. Zepeda signed to Oscar, and Floyd Schofield signed to Oscar as well. Tua with Eddie, Tua with Oscar. And then for Serene, Shakur don't know who to contact and neither how to get these fights set up either way.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's amazing to me that when people start to listen to these fighters and say stuff like, well, Shakur said so and so and so and so, and that they never received so and so and so and so. Yet Shakur doesn't even know who to contact to make a fight, but yet he has information about contracts that were sent to him. Anyway, you guys let us know in the comment section what you think about this particular fight. Are you interested in seeing Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. And also let us know in comparison to some of the other options that he has. Are you interested in seeing this fight in comparison? Let us know what you think. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AL Sports Media, and we are out.